Throughout the years, competition in sports games has silently shaped the games that we know and love. Think back to when PES once went toe-to-toe with FIFA, leading to EA to create one of the most lucrative franchises of all time. We could even bring things closer to home and look back at the golden rivalry between Virtua Tennis and Topspin. These are games that constantly push the boundaries that no other title has replicated since. However, what happens when the thrill of competition fades away? When a title stands unchallenged, it risks to become complacent, disconnected, and losing touch with their loyal audience. This is a fate I hope the latest tennis game, Topspin 5, can avoid, as the game is undoubtedly in a league of their own right now. However, what if I told you that there was a game in its early stages that promises to rival Topspin by bringing a deeper roster that claims to be the official sponsor of the ATP and WTA? And no, it's not Virtua Tennis 5, but it's Tiebreak Tennis. We're going to be doing a deep dive of this game, looking at its gameplay, graphics, and giving a head-to-head comparison with Topspin 5 to decide whether it's a worthy competitor to challenge Topspin 5 to spark another rivalry for years to come. Stay tuned and let's check it out. Before we get into the full head-to-head, let's talk about what Tiebreak is and where it came from. Firstly, it's not called Tiebreak Tennis, it's called Tiebreak. Don't know why I said that in the intro. Tiebreak was revealed last year in March and being developed by Big Ant Studios. This is the same studio that brought us AO Tennis back in 2020, which was a game that did not shock the world, I'll be honest. The game finally entered early access on the 11th of January this year, which was quite a long wait, so fans have been expecting somewhat of a polished game. However, at that point, it was not the case. The early access game was filled with a lot of mixed reviews with the game's gameplay and sort of button responsiveness, which are things that can make or break a sports game. So things for them were not
looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
However, fast forward into the last update, I think last week on the 29th of March, the game has undergone kind of a full transformation. They've taken in a lot of player feedback, which I like, and the devs have clearly been working hard to tweak and improve the game to take it into new heights. So let's tap into the heart of the game, the roster. This is where Tiebreak starts to flex its muscles. Tiebreak Tennis has a really impressive roster so far with 14 ATP and 14 WTA pros, which is very impressive for a game in its early access stage. They've also said that they're going to be bringing 40 plus players by the time the game fully releases, which is very, very impressive. So they're definitely letting Topspin 5 know that they're about their business.
I'm standing on in there. He's standing on in there.
However, the game does miss out on the big three, but compensates well with a spread of fan favorites and rising stars. We're talking about Casper Ruud, Zverev, Alex de Minaur, Caroline Garcia, and the one, the only Nick Kyrgios.
Put that in my head.
So this roster definitely packs a punch. I feel this is a very strategic move by Tiebreak, one that may turn a few heads in the long run. So graphics, we're going to go into player models and also like the courts and stadium ambience, if you know what I mean. So as for the player likeness, I'd say Tiebreak stacks up pretty well against Topspin, considering it's a smaller studio. They've done a great job with most of the players, apart from some, which clearly shows they've poured a lot of effort into making each athlete. But are they better than Topspin 5? It's quite a tough call. I think both sides has winners and unforced errors, but if I had to choose one that was, you know, had the better player models at this point right now with what we've seen, I'd go with Tiebreak. I'm not gonna lie. This is due to them having to produce and make more players, so more time was needed to make each model. But also we know that 2K have the resources to make great player models, as we've seen. So they should be held at that standard, whatever game they make. As for the courts and that, Tiebreak, they don't really set the world on fire. It's no AAA, but it holds its ground well. In the game, they include some Master 1000s that look okay. You can tell what it is. But in this department, I can't lie, this is where Topspin really takes the lead. With having all 4 Grand Slams and all, was it 9, is it, Master 1000s? And their level of detail into each court, from the ball boys to the cameras to the crowd to the that is really second to none. So I think in this category, I'd say Topspin goes crazy. Okay, let's get into the critical part of every sports game, not even tennis games, the gameplay. I don't think I said this before, but I managed to get my hands on the early access copy. So this is going to be my first impressions and my opinions of the game. So when I first loaded up the game, I can't lie, the menu music and the menu itself was very sleek, very nice. And after that, I went straight into the tutorials. Initially here, I was very impressed, I can't lie. Although to begin with, things were a little bit hard to understand. I realized that, oh fucking hell. Oh fucking hell. Oh fucking hell.
This motherfucker don't miss.
The game introduces sort of a manual toggle for sprinting, forehand and backhand. So you can use both left and right triggers to either hit with your backhand or forehand, which I feel like makes the game feel more simulation, more than Topspin I'd say, which kind of feels arcadey at times. As for serving, I'd say it felt pretty good. You can change the serve type with the triggers, which was a nice addition. The serving felt quite easy though, which I'll get into a bit later. So after the tutorials then, I went back to the menus and I went to I noticed that the game includes community creations, which is a feature we all like to see. I think this was also a feature in AO Tennis, which is what made the game stand out for some people. However though, I think some people were making players blindfolded because I don't know when Nadal had a sex change.
Daddy, chill.
But the game also has an online mode.
One eternity later.
No match could be found. So I then moved on to some match play where things, I can't lie, took quite of a turn. First off, yeah, this game made me feel a different kind of hate towards Ben Shelton because that boy was killing me. Ooh, damn. Hold the fuck on. Who the fuck this guy feeling like? Things I liked right off the bat though was the game to start with had a coin toss, which is a nice feature. Also while playing, the grunts during the rallies felt really accurate. Come on. Just something that 2K needs to work on. One thing I noticed while getting completely done up by Shelton was the game felt sort of oddly unresponsive at times. It sort of felt glitchy and just not as fluid, which kind of made no sense to me because in the tutorial, this was not the case at all. Like at points, I felt like I couldn't get to any balls that the AI could, and all I do was this weird like slide animation to get to balls. Like I don't know why Murray's moving like some girl at carnival.
Every girl just tick it and attack 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 it and go down. Go down.
But it wasn't adding up. Like the Murray that I know is getting to these shots. Although actually with the metal hip, half a leg, maybe not. Although I was playing against Ben Shelton, returning serves felt a bit off to me as well. Like I'd press the button to, like he'd serve at me, I pressed the button to return and and nothing would happen. I don't know if it's just me who had experience on the game or if you guys have played it, but it was just really weird. But when I got to playing some points, the game and the ball speed felt really good. Much faster than I'd say we've seen and played in Topspin. So Tiebreak somewhat felt more of like a real tennis game. In terms of sort of AI behavior, which is something that was an issue in Big Ant's last game, AO Tennis, the AI was a beast, could not win one game. And it seemed pretty advanced as it was coming forward when I played short balls. It wrong footed me a few times. It was pretty good. Also throughout the game, as I said, the graphics and the frames held up pretty well. The models still looked as good as they did in the menus. The only area where the game was lacking was the core ambience. As in the game, there's no ball boys or girls, there's no cameras, there's no line judges. But I think it's something that will be added in future updates, so maybe just gotta be patient with it. After getting victimized by Shelton, I then played my second game. I was playing at Iga Swiatek against Osaka, where once again I got smashed. Oh shit. In the second game, one thing I noticed was that although my serves were getting returned with the utmost disrespect, who these man beating like? The serving felt quite easy. Like I rarely missed a first serve, and I think this was the same thing with the AI as well. I think throughout both games, the AI missed only one first serve. So I think more work's needed by the game, by the devs to sort of make the AI more error prone for sure and make the serves a little bit more difficult. So when playing this game, the animations felt really smooth. I think some of the animations were actually sort of authentic and felt like the actual real players. I think Iga's serve was actually like her real life serve, I think. Could be wrong though, but it looked really good. I only played 2 games, but I hope this is the case for each, or at least most of the players. But again, at times the movement kind of lacked a little with that weird slide animation. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know who. I've never done it before in my tennis career. I don't know about you, but in real life as well, I never seen someone slide on all fours almost trying to get the ball. Like, who's doing that, fam?
Go down.
But yeah, that basically rounds off my experience on the game. It wasn't a sort of full in-depth, sort of highly sophisticated review like IGN or one of them other review people, so don't hold me to that. But hopefully in that respect, this is more authentic, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just me playing the game as a tennis fan, wanting to see both games be great, be the best they can. As of right now, compared to Topspin, I feel like there's still quite a lot of work to do by them to get on the same level as Topspin, I'll be honest. But as of right now, they're doing a really good job. It's miles ahead of games like Tennis World Tour and Matchpoint Tennis and even the old AO Tennis. So the game still has a lot of improvements and updates to come. And also with their projected 40 players, the sky could really be the limit for them. So in conclusion, I'd say it's worth keeping an eye on this game for sure. I might do sort of updates here and there on the game's progress. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would like that, as I feel like most people are here sort of just for Topspin stuff, but just let me know what you guys want to see. That basically rounds off this sort of review. It's my first time doing like a review like this, so let me know in the comments like how good I did, any feedback, that would be great. I can't lie, because I don't know what I'm doing. I can't lie, I'm just doing it off my head. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know how you feel about this game. Would you buy it? Is it gonna be as good as Topspin? Is it even worth giving it the time of day? Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, man, it's been great. Keep it real, keep it positive, and we'll catch you. Aye.